be your undoing.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates. Today I've got a pretty helpful video for both old and new players, as I'll be going over 30 tips and tricks that I've collected during the 140 hours I've played this game so far. The list will be mixed with some very basic stuff that most players might know already, but it will also contain some lesser known tips that will hopefully aid the most experienced player. So without any specific order, let's get straight into it. In Star Wars Battlefront, the accuracy of the blasters are not affected by your movement or if you zoom in, meaning that you are better off trying to move as much as possible and hip firing in order to become a harder target to hit. The only time it's worth zooming in is if they are actually at a significant range where you can barely see the enemy. If you play in third person, you get a lot better view of the surroundings and you can see around corners that you wouldn't be able to do in first person. It is also possible to switch from which shoulder you see the third person perspective, meaning that you can use this to your advantage on the battlefield to peek around corners on both sides. You can switch sides on PC by pressing C or by tapping down on the D-pad on the consoles. There are some situations where being in first person can be beneficial though. Two examples are when you're sniping, as it will mean that you won't accidentally hit any obstacles that can be hard to see in third person. And the second time it's helpful is when you're flying a ship and want to do a strafe run. Spotting enemies on the ground can be hard, and switching to first person makes it a little bit easier. When you're playing as the lightsaber wielding heroes Luke and Vader, you can actually turn off your lightsaber with the same button that is used to switch third person sides when playing as infantry. In some game modes like Battles or Walker Assault, you can actually see the hero on the map, so it doesn't make a huge difference. But in Hero Hunt you don't show up on the map if you stand still, and being able to turn off your lightsaber can be the difference between life and death, as it makes a huge difference if you're in a dark room. Are you playing Walker Assault and got another one of those annoying blaster cannons that you just wanna throw away? Well, don't. If you put it on the uplink like this, it will actually make it a lot harder for the enemy to activate or deactivate it, as they will often mount the blaster cannon instead, since the same button is used to mount turrets as to deactivate or activate uplinks. It's a sneaky little trick that could very well give you the extra time you need to win. If you play battles with AI, you can actually control how they're going to act. It's a little bit quirky, but the controls are binded to the same buttons as the emotes, meaning that the first emote means follow me, at which the AI will stay close and